Learn English through story. Best English story for Level 1. For young minds embarking on their English language journey, selecting the best stories can be an enriching and enjoyable experience. These stories, typically crafted with simplicity and engaging narratives, serve as stepping stones towards a deeper understanding of the language. Here are some of the most beloved and effective stories for English learners at Level 1. Corduroy by Don Freeman. In the heartwarming children's book Corduroy by Don Freeman, a small teddy bear named Corduroy sits on a shelf in a department store, patiently waiting for a child to take him home. Corduroy dreams of having a loving home and a special friend to play with. Days turn into weeks, and Corduroy watches children come and go, selecting other toys while he remains on the shelf. Despite his disappointment, Corduroy never gives up hope. He continues to believe that one day the right child will come along and choose him. One sunny afternoon, a young girl named Lisa enters the department store with her grandmother. Lisa wanders through the toy aisles, her eyes scanning the shelves. As she approaches Corduroy, she stops and stares at him with a curious expression. Lisa carefully picks up Corduroy and examines him closely. She notices his corduroy fabric, his stitched-on smile, and his button eyes that seem to sparkle with life. Lisa feels an instant connection with Corduroy and knows that he is the perfect teddy bear for her. Lisa takes Corduroy home, and they quickly become inseparable. They play together every day, sharing adventures and creating special memories. Corduroy's dream of having a loving home and a special friend has finally come true. Themes: friendship, perseverance, hope, the power of imagination, vocabulary, teddy bear, a soft toy bear typically made with plush fabric and stuffing. Department store, a large store that sells a wide variety of goods, such as clothing, furniture, and appliances. Shelf, a flat, narrow plank or board used for storing things, typically fixed horizontally against a wall. Wait, to remain in a place until something happens. Patient, able to wait calmly without complaining. Dream, a series of thoughts, images, or emotions passing through the mind during sleep. Home, a place where someone lives permanently or habitually. Child, a young person between the ages of infancy and puberty. Play, to engage in an activity for enjoyment or recreation. Day, the period from sunrise to sunset, regarded as a unit of time. Turn, the action of moving around an axis or pivot. Week, a period of 7 days. Watch, to look at something with attention. Select, to choose something from a group of options. Toy, an object designed for the amusement of children. Remain, to stay or continue to be in a particular place or condition. Disappointment, sadness or dissatisfaction caused by the failure of something expected to happen. Hope, a feeling of expectation and trust that something good will happen. Never, not ever. Give up, to stop trying to achieve something. Sunny, bright and warm as a day with clear skies. Afternoon, the part of the day after noon and before evening. Enter, to come into or go inside a place. Grandmother, the mother of one's father or mother. Wander, to walk or go in a leisurely or aimless way. Aisle, a passage between rows of shelves or seats in a store or other public place. Scan, to move one's eyes quickly over something in order to read or recognize it. Approach, to move closer to something or someone. Stop, to cease moving or doing something. Stare, to look fixedly at something for a long time. Curious, feeling or showing interest and eagerness to learn or know something. Expression, the way in which something is expressed or shown. Pick up, to lift up something from the ground or from a surface. Examine, to look at something carefully in order to see its details or to find out about it. Closely, in a way that is near or at a short distance. Notice, to become aware of something by seeing, hearing, or feeling it. Fabric, a material made from fibers woven or knitted together. Stitched on, attached by stitches. Smile, a facial expression of pleasure or amusement, typically with the corners of the mouth turned upwards and the teeth exposed. Button, a small round fastener that is sewn onto clothing and used to fasten it by passing it through a corresponding hole or loop. Eyes, the organs of sight consisting of the eyeballs, the optic nerves, and the associated parts of the brain. Sparkle, to shine with flashes of light. Life, the existence of an organism as a functioning entity. Feel, to experience a sensation or emotion. Connection, a relationship or link between two or more things. Perfect, extremely good, flawless. Take, to bring or get something with one. Home, a place where someone lives permanently or habitually. Inseparable, unable to be separated or parted. Play together, to engage in activities together for enjoyment or recreation. Adventure, an exciting or unusual experience. Memory, the faculty of remembering things. Dream, a series of thoughts, images, or emotions passing through the mind during sleep. Come true, to happen or become true. The Little Engine That Could by Watty Piper. In the heartwarming children's story, The Little Engine That Could by Watty Piper, a small, cheerful engine named Tilly is tasked with delivering a heavy train full of toys up a steep hill. Despite her size and self-doubt, Tilly bravely accepts the challenge and sets off on her journey. As Tilly approaches the hill, she encounters larger and stronger engines who refuse to help her, mocking her small size and lack of experience. Undeterred by their negativity, Tilly presses on, repeating to herself, "I think I can, I think I can." With determination and a never-give-up attitude, Tilly begins her ascent up the hill. The train is heavy, and the hill is steep, but Tilly perseveres, chugging along with all her might. As she climbs higher and higher, Tilly's encouraging words echo through the valley, inspiring other engines to join in and help her. One by one, the engines who had previously doubted her come to her aid, pushing and pulling the train until they finally reach the top of the hill. Together, the engines triumphantly deliver the train full of toys to the waiting children. Tilly, the little engine that could, has proven that with courage, determination, and teamwork, anything is possible. Themes: perseverance, courage, teamwork, believing in oneself, overcoming challenges. Vocabulary: engine, a machine that converts energy into mechanical motion, typically by burning fuel. Train, a series of connected railroad carriages that move along tracks. Hill, a natural rising of ground, especially one that extends over a considerable area and has a steep incline. Toy, an object designed for the amusement of children. Steep, having a sharp incline or gradient. Undeterred, not discouraged or frightened by opposition or difficulty. Negativity, a pessimistic or cynical attitude or tone. Press on, to continue doing something, especially in spite of difficulty or opposition. Repeat, to say or do something again. Determine, to make a firm decision to do something. Persist, to continue in an action or effort in spite of difficulty or opposition. Chug, to move slowly and noisily, especially with a rhythmic puffing sound. Echo, a sound that is reflected back from a surface, especially a hard one, causing repetition. Inspire, to fill someone with the urge or ability to do or feel something. Join, to come or go together with someone or something. Help, to give assistance to someone who is in need of it. Push, to apply force to something in order to move it away from one. Pull, to exert force on something in order to move it towards one. Triumphantly, in a way that expresses or shows triumph. Deliver, to carry something somewhere and give it to the person who is expecting it. Wait, to remain in a place until something happens. Prove, to show that something is true or exists by providing evidence. Possible, capable of happening or being done. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Viorst. Alexander, a young boy, wakes up on what seems like a perfectly ordinary day. However, as the day progresses, he encounters a series of misfortunes that turn it into a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. From the moment he wakes up with gum stuck in his hair, Alexander's day seems to be filled with one mishap after another. He accidentally sets fire to his crush's notebook, trips over his skateboard, and finds that his cereal box contains no prize. At school, Alexander's classmates laugh at him when he accidentally sends a mortifying photo of himself to the entire school. He also receives a humiliating note from his teacher and fails miserably at gym class. As if things couldn't get any worse, Alexander's family members also start having their own terrible days. His mother burns dinner, his father loses an important client, and his sister gets sick. Amidst the chaos, Alexander begins to feel like he's the only one who's having a bad day. He wonders why everything seems to be going wrong for him. In the end, Alexander's mother comforts him by explaining that everyone has bad days sometimes. She assures him that even in Australia, people have bad days. Alexander realizes that his day isn't so bad after all, and he goes to bed feeling a little better.